What's up guys, David here with Varez Media, and today I'm going to try and explain the key variables you need to understand to get correct exposure. Now, I'm all about shooting video, but these same principles will broadly apply to photo work as well. We've got the usual 3 things in camera that you might expect, plus 2 other things that you might not immediately think of. Now, can I cover all of that in 2 minutes or less? Let's find out and start the clock. Exposure is important. Too high and you permanently lose detail to a whiteout wipeout. Too low and you permanently lose detail in the shadows. And I'm not talking about the kind involving Hank Marvin. There are 3 main settings in camera to help control exposure. First is aperture, shown by f number. This is how wide the lens is open. Lower f number means wider aperture, more incoming light and increased exposure. Wider aperture also increases subject separation and beautiful blurry background bokeh. Narrower aperture or higher f number will reduce exposure as well as providing a deeper focal plane and less bokeh. Next is shutter speed. Slower shutter will let in more light and increase exposure, but will also increase motion blur. Faster shutter reduces exposure, but also reduces motion blur and can make video motion feel choppier than a MasterChef knife skills challenge. Last is ISO. Increase this to increase exposure, especially where there's underexposure, despite aperture and shutter being as wide and slow as possible, respectively. But higher ISO creates more image noise and gradual loss of image quality, so be careful because there will be a point where image quality will become unusable. But what if it's too bright? Despite optimal settings for aperture, shutter and ISO, well, factor number 4 is the fix, and that is ND filters. These are like camera sunglasses, reducing exposure while preserving other settings and image quality, and as the Matrix taught us, sunglasses make everything cooler. Unlike factor 5, which is the opposite, that's lighting. Let's say it's too dark after optimizing your in-camera settings and pushing ISO as high as possible without hurting image quality, well, we add external lighting as needed to fix it. And of course, lighting can also add aesthetic flavor to your shots as well as just balancing exposure, and balance is the key as we conclude. Now you know the impacts and interactions of our 5 factors. It's up to you to balance them for your shots. Good luck, have fun, and boom, we are done. Whew. Man, I need to find less words for these things, but how do we do for timing? Whatever the result, I hope that the info is going to be helpful. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then please do like, subscribe, comment, check out the affiliate links to help support the channel and to keep it going. You'll find lots more videography and similar content, so do check that out. But most importantly, until next time, take it easy.